Grand Rising to anybody that's coming in. Good morning, Grand Rising. However you say your morning greeting when you wake up. Do you say a morning prayer? Do you meditate? Do you kiss children? Do you get the eye boogies out your eyes, out your nose? However you wake up, whatever is your morning greeting, good morning. Time to wake up. Time to get dressed. Time to get on the go and make them coffees and donuts. You gotta make the donuts and the coffee, baby. It's time to get up. Anyways, Grand Rising, everybody. What's up? It's your boy, Mr. PSA, Crush the Legend. I know the thumbnail ain't gonna get y'all just yet, but anyways, we gonna go do what we gonna do. Hey, what more can I say, man? Hump Day Wednesday. Getting through another night at work. Hopefully, everybody had a great night and had a great day at work yesterday. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed the sports or whatever they was watching on TV. No matter if you're doing some research on anything or whatever the case may be, it's a good time of the year to do that. The weather is cold. Need to be indoors a little more. So this is a good time for people to be indoors and actually brushing up on some things and catching up on some things that they're behind on, or they just don't really have any knowledge of that. So I'm gonna do this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get straight to it. I'm not gonna be up here long. This thumbnail was not to grab anybody's attention like that. But if you come through, you come through. But anyway, you gotta get the job done. But hey, let me get this started. What can I say? It's a lot going on in the sport of boxing. So much going on. More so talk than anything else. Yes, there's always a lot of talking going on in the sport. Yes, I get it. I understand. It is a part of the grind and part of the hustle. But when are we going to actually see some of these conversations, these discussions actually fall into fruition? I'm tired of waiting. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are tired of waiting for these type of things to take place. And this is something that me as a boxing fan been looking forward to seeing the best fighting the best. But let me get to it. The latest talks lately, people, is we have a lot of talks going on with what's next. And what's next, what's going on with the three young kings. And we already know Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Tank Davis is a real serious discussion these days. Now, recently, a lot of news has been coming out recently. We've seen the conversations, we've seen the discussions and video clips of, the talks about what happened between Devin Haney and Tank Davis is sparring, which is something I'm not really big on. People, I know talks like that, it's moisture to the ears, but is it actually really good for the ears? I'd rather see a real boxing match, but I get it sometimes. Bringing up what happened in sparring, it does rile people up and grabs the interest. I get it, but I'd rather see a real fight. And then sometimes you hear about sparring sessions between two certain fighters, and then these fighters never get in the ring and fight each other professionally. You know what I mean? They never get in the ring and fight, for a payday or a belt or anything. Some of them don't get in the ring at all. But you will hear something about this is one of the greatest sparring sessions this certain fighter had, things like that. But then sometimes they don't get in the ring, and that's something I don't want to happen right now. With all the talks about what happened with these guys in these sparring sessions, I really don't care. It sounds good, but hey, man, get in the ring. Let's get in the ring. Both sides come to an agreement and have these two athletes, these two boxers or fighters actually duke it out in the ring and get a payday for it, and fans get to talk they shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing as a fan of the sport of boxing and a fan of certain fighters or fighters, that's one thing that we be waiting for, as fans. Even the most humble fan does it too. You just have a more settled way of doing it. So we all want to see our fighters get in there and beat someone else's favorite fighter, so we can have, the rights to the bragging rights, and it's cool too. But when you really don't have nothing to brag on in your favorite fighter or a certain fighter that you like, you might like the way that they move. It's really not giving you anything to go on. Sometimes in we fall into a room, a mindset to where now we have to make up things, and they be things that's not true. You see what I'm saying? So we want to kill the narrative out there. All right, but the talks that's been going on now, we've seen the talk with Shakur and Dev and Bill Haney. Now us, true boxing fans, diehards, and content creators. Now a lot of us know this fight is not going to happen. We already know what the system, what the setup is like. We already know that Pamper Bob most likely is not going to move Lomachenko over to the side so we can see this fight with Dev and Shakur, right? But listen, it just trickled over to boxing news. I know we first heard about this on the tube. So shout out to the great boxing community. What's going on, Lala D? Salute love. Boxing, aka Big Texas, salute to you. What's going on, y'all? We gonna be having some coffee. I'm starting a podcast, right? And it's going to be called Coffee and Blunts, Blunts and Coffee, Sports Talk. So I'm just doing a video over here, but I will be setting up that podcast later. Y'all be able to check out that podcast. It's going to be called Coffee and Blunt Sports Talk. So I'm working on that right now. It'll be an audio podcast, and I'm going to be dropping some heavier stuff on there to where my content, I will have a little more resources. You know what I'm saying? Because I get my resources on my own on here. Like I'm the only one who don't get a phone call and somebody drops something in their lap. I'm being honest. I don't get that from anybody. Not that I'm complaining about it or making a fuss about it, but I'm one of the very few. It might be a few other people, but I'm one person that don't, I don't get a phone call and somebody give me something to cook on. I gotta go search for it myself. So that's cool too. But here's the thing, right? So now that this noise about Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney has popped up on Boxing 24/7 news, even though they getting it late. So like I was about to say, shout out to everybody on YouTube, because it's the best boxing source, the best boxing platform is on YouTube. No matter what content creator that you like and that you follow, it doesn't matter right now. This is flowers being for everybody on YouTube that's a content creator, because we all doing something when it comes to the sport of boxing. And look, we getting things before these platforms, these news platforms, for these sports platforms, these big major sports platforms. We're putting out news before them. So for them to be, finally putting up something after, some cats on YouTube that got it, I'm feeling good about that, because then it's like I'm getting the source from YouTube first, and then the boxing sources, the platforms, the channels, those places, they getting it last. So I guess they must not really know that Bob Arum really not going to let this fight, go down, because we already know the real reason why Bob Arum would not let this fight go down right now between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney is because Bob wants to secure that check for Lomachenko. Now, Bob Arum definitely knows. He definitely knows that Lomachenko is not going to beat Devin Haney. Now, the sad reality about that, people, is this. It's the age thing. I'm a person that's big about age. Y'all going to start hearing that. What is a $5 holler? La la D, a $5 holler. I mean, a $5 holler would be anything, All right, la la D. I wasn't trying to get like that. A $5 holler is like, okay, somebody might give up some fellatio for $5. Somebody might give up a back shot for $5. You asked the question. I think that's what it really is. What's a $5 holler? That's the only thing I could think about. Growing up in the city and being from the hood and being around the lingo, the talk language of selling drugs or tricking. That's what a $5 holler is. Now I mean, it can't be nothing but that. But anyway, Lala, let me ask you, where did you hear about this $5 holler at? Wow, I mean, well, that's what it is, a $5 holler. You gonna get some fellatio for $5, or I'm gonna leave that alone. But there you go. It's a $5 hoe, okay? It's a $5 trick, La La D. It's a $5 cheesesteak. Now, La La D. La La D in Philly, that's my city. You gotta let me know about this spot. They says the $5 cheesesteak in Philly. So it somebody might be putting on a cheesesteak special for $5 because there's not a cheesesteak in the city of Philadelphia that sells for $5. You know what I mean? The average price for a cheesesteak is perfectly $9. You know what I'm saying? That's the average price. So man, somebody, hey Lala, if it's a $5 cheesesteak, I'm gonna tell you it ain't a real cheesesteak. That's a cheesesteak that come from the Poppy store. And this is no disrespect to the Poppies. You know what I'm saying? To all my Poppies out there, all the Latinos, the Hispanics, anyone that speaks Spanish. We just keeping it real. That's the only place you gonna get a $5 cheesesteak is at the corner store in your neighborhood at the Dominicans. It's either gonna be the Dominicans or it's gonna be a Puerto Rican. But basically, what I'm saying, Lala, if you getting a $5 holla cheesesteak, you're getting it from a Poppy store in your neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what it is, and that's not a real cheesesteak. We're gonna talk about that real quick because I got time, baby. Now, actually, people, since Lala D brought up the cheesesteak thing, listen, a cheesesteak is not a cheesesteak unless you're using real steak. You know what I mean? A lot of places use that processed meat. This. You ever heard of stickums? The square steak that come in a box and shit, and you gotta cook it yourself. That's not real steak. So some places like those Poppy stores, that's the type of meat that they use. They use that processed meat. So you're not getting a real Philly cheesesteak. You're not getting a real cheesesteak. Period. It don't have to be a Philly cheesesteak. You're not getting a real cheesesteak if you're using processed steak. A real genuine cheesesteak is real beef, sirloin, real steak. I'm talking about Angus and all that. Not no processed shit. Not no shit that's flat. It's like a flat bread and it's shaped like this and it's put in a box and it's called steakum and you take it out the motherfucking box. You can lay it flat or you can break it up and shit. And the shit is made in a goddamn minute. Minute steak. That's what the $5 holla is. La D. They taking a minute steak and motherfucking charging you $4 extra for it. So there we go. We finally got down to what the $5 holla is. So people, if you ever come to Philadelphia, do not go with the $5 holla if it's a cheesesteak. But be careful when you talk about $5 holla because they might not think about the corner store cheesesteak. They might be thinking about something else on a $5 holla. You understand me? They might say, and I ain't just talking about the Asian people, $5 sucky. A lot of people do a $5 sucky in this city and any other city, urban cities. You get what I'm saying? But let me get back to this boxing talk. Good one, Lala D. We can discuss Philly cheesesteaks, any type of goddamn steak for that matter. Anytime you feel like it, I am here for everybody purposes. So get back to it. Now we know this fight is not going to happen between those two, but I had a great discussion, right? Because we already know the problem is with Shakur and Dev is they're not in the same weight class, right? And it seemed like the way that they're moving, that their overall plan was not to actually wind up in the same weight class. I'm just trying to piece off of the conversation that Shakur and Dev had because they had these talks a few times. And just like a couple other people right now, I really think they don't want to fight each other. Not saying that they're scared to fight each other. I think they don't want to fight each other. I mean, sometimes you have these fighters and they came up in a profession together. You know what I mean? And sometimes they be like, damn man, you can have a hell of a motherfucking career, dog. Your career is gonna be the shit. And yeah, yours too. But the thing is, people a lot of times, listen to what I'm saying slowly. A lot of times, even though we have fighters that we really want to see get in the ring and fight each other, but sometimes that necessarily don't have to happen for them to have a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because we have seen fighters go on and build a good career, build a legacy for themselves without actually getting a home run in on a certain fight. It just happens sometimes. Because even though we talk about the four kings from back in the day, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, and Marvin Hagler, yes, they was the four kings. But I tell you one thing that those four kings had in common. There's a few other good fighters that none of these guys even fought. Even though they wound up fighting each other, but it was other legacy fights and other good fights that they didn't fight, so it be like that sometimes. But this situation right here, I want this fight. I want it real bad. I want this fight more than any other fight right now. I'm being honest with you. I really want this fight. And I think that the only way that Shakur Stevenson, right, and Devin Haney can actually be in the same weight class at the same time and put on one of this generation's biggest boxing matches is that what Shakur Stevenson is going to have to do. And I was talking about this with my son and a few other people off the grid, right? Meaning I had discussions with people about boxing off YouTube. And it's only a handful of people because most of these people are not worth having this discussion with, right? And I was saying to my son and two of my buddies that because they was talking about this fight, and the only way we can get this fight instead of this, Shakur gotta play catch up, he gotta play catch up. What needs to happen? Shakur Stevenson might just have to make a quick stop here at 135, meaning that he might just need to take maybe no more than 2 fights at 135. If we really want to see Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson really get it down for the crown. I think most of us really want to see these two great talents get it down for the crown, no matter which side you on. We really want to see this fight. We really don't want to have to wait to see this fight because a lot of fights that we had to wait for years later, for the fight to happen in the past didn't necessarily have to happen like that. And neither does this fight because this is a fight. They're young. You know what I'm saying? They still in the early part of their primes and everything. So there's no need to be protecting these guys while they're young. And I'm talking about the fans, not their handlers and not themselves. Let them fight later on down the line. Well, sometimes people, legacy fights is more than one fight. Sometimes legacy fights carry for 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Because it turns into a series. I mean, look at Manny Pacquiao and Marquez. You understand what I'm saying? That it was a great series and it lasted for over years. You know what I'm saying? So let's not make it seem like that Dev and Shakur and these young guys that's in the game right now, which is their time, they don't have space to do that. But it seems like that this new generation, this new batch of fighters, they might not stay in boxing as long as the generation before them because there's already fighters talking about they're not going to fight too long. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. Tank Davis recently came out and said that's shocking news to everybody. That's something I want to talk about and build on. But they definitely have enough time to get it in now and even a couple years from now. You know what I mean? So with Shakur Stevenson, his thing, people, Shakur Stevenson spent too much time at 126. That's the problem with Shakur Stevenson. Because you already know Shakur and Dev should be in the same weight class at the same exact time or around the same time. Let's just be honest. I'm just pointing out the facts. This is not coming at Shakur. This is not coming at Dev. This segment, I'm not coming at anybody. I'm just pointing out the facts. They should already be at the same weight class. You understand what I'm saying? But, I understand Shakur fought in 26, he fought in 30. Now he's about to have a fight at 35. We already know he didn't have that many fights at 130. What's going on, Mac of the South? What's going on with you? Salute to everybody that's coming in. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Thank you very much. And that's the thing. So my whole thing is that this weight issue. You see what I'm saying? And Shakur spent too much time down in 126 because he only had a few fights at 130. So, Lala, salute to the king. What's up, Mac? All right, Queen speaking to the Queen. So that's the problem. That's why you don't have. That's why Shakur Stevenson is just getting to 135. He's just getting there, and Dev is on his way out of 135. You know, and Dev can no longer really sit at 135 and keep making the weight, even if he eats healthy. This is what we have to understand. Just because a person eats healthy, like he has a nutritionist, but guess what? Your body is still growing. You see what I'm saying? So even though their body is still growing, it's growing healthily. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like he draining himself down and it's bad for him. In a way, it will be, because if your body can't be at a lesser weight, you need to respect your body. But see, it's about how you lose the weight, how you gain the weight, how you put it on, how you take it off, and it's all about eating. So one thing we don't have to worry about with Devin Haney, no matter what it is, how fast his weight is going, how fast he's gaining weight or whatever, he's a healthy guy. So that's cool. But see, by him already about to get out of 135, most people saying, it's a little too late, and this is the reason why we can't see Dev Haney and Shakur Stevenson fight one another right now. And I have to say this now. Listen, we heard the discussions. Now, how many of y'all really believe that they can really Pamper Bob is really going to let Loma not get the fight with fucking Dev, and he gonna let Shakur get it? You see what I'm saying? If that's the case, Pamper Bob like money. So let's just say they was down with stepping aside. Loma was down with stepping aside and letting Shakur and Dev duke it in. They gonna have to put out so much. They gonna have to pay him, because Bob wants that. Bob wants that paper. You see what I'm saying? And let's be honest, Bob is gonna maximize. He's gonna maximize his best. He's gonna maximize what's the best point at the time for him, not for anybody else. And Pamper Bob, he wants to get Loma that paycheck. He wants to get Loma that paycheck. We already know. We never really seen Bob ever put on a major big drawing fight that had two melanated fighters in there with one another. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the time, if it's a big fight, in-house with Top Rank, it's a melanated fighter against, maybe, a Mexican, a Puerto Rican, or Argentina. Y'all get what I'm saying? I don't use the word black because there's no such thing as a black person or a white person, but we're not gonna get into that. It's just a status quo, people, and no DNA can tell you that you're fucking black. Nobody is black. Skin is brown, all that. But anyway, we know that's the deal with Bob Arum. DS, what's going on? Salute to my motherfucking brother DS from the land down under. You see what I'm saying? So we already know what Bob is about. So that's the whole thing. But I think, they say money talks and bullshit run a marathon. So I'm just saying, if they was really wanted to do that, both sides, they would have to kick out the big ass money to Bob Arum. But here's the point that I'm making. Now, this fight can go down at 135. We don't necessarily have to keep on waiting for Shakur to play catch up to Dev, because like I said, he can do one fight at 35 and then go ahead and fight Dev if they, willing to move Lomachenko out the way. But to be honest with y'all, right, I think Shakur Stevenson is in a situation to where he might lose a little respect, and I'm gonna break it down to y'all, and y'all might agree with me. And he's not the color of these headphones. He's the color. I'm gonna tell you something real quick, and I'm gonna get back to boxing. When you see that dark complexion type of person, they're not actually the complexion of this. They it's what you call indigo. The darkest color on the spectrum. The darkest color in the spectrum, the darkest color in the rainbow is that purplish, that bluish, the darkest color on the spectrum. That's what Bobo is. Nobody's necessarily actually fucking black. Okay? And you gotta remember, how can you be black and your skin is brown? It don't make sense. How can you be brown and how can somebody be so-called brown but their complexion is like this and this is a beige? I'm not black, I'm brown, bro. There's no such thing as a black person, but the real dark people that look like they is a blue black. It's purple. It's called indigo or violet. Indigo, violet. That's to say that's the darkest you can get. I mean, the darkest of the dark, but it's more. I know, but hey, I like playing with that too. But it's educational because I really get to break down something and hit some people to something that they don't know. So you know, when you see them real dark people, that's my uncle used to call them the great people because when you really look at their skin tone when it's really dark, it has like a bluish or something like aura to it. So they kind of remind me of like purple. You see how this purple is on my motherfucking right here? They got that kind of overtone to they dark skin. So you know, I just call them the royal people because they're very dark. You see what I'm saying? It's a beautiful color, you know, but it's more so like a bluish, black, purplish indigo. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, indigo people. But yeah, Bo and the rest of those cats. But y'all know what I'm saying. But my thing is that fight can happen right now because for real, Shakur only needs to take one fight at 35 because I'm telling you what I was about to say. Hear me out, right? Now, Shakur, Dev goes to Dev finished Loma. He goes to 140. Okay, look at everything that's going to be left at 135. All right. Now we got Tank, and it looked like we're gonna get into that too, because Tank saying he's not gonna be around too long. You know, so Tank basically said what he gonna do. Basically, his last two fights is going to be against Shakur and Dev, and then he's out of there. But we'll get back to that. But outside of Dev and outside of Tank Davis, what we have left at 135. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what, DS? Yes, they are. All right, so what would it be left? Let's say Shakur wants to he want to pursue undisputed at lightweight. You know, Dev already doing it. Most likely Dev is going to go to 140 and start his undisputed journey there too. But let's see if Shakur is going to stay at 135 long enough to try to become either unified or undisputed. But here's my question about that, right? How long can Shakur stay there? Because I think after a while, people is going to get upset with Shakur because he's not fighting who he needs to fight, who he should be fighting, and that's because of the weight difference. And I think the more this goes on, I think people is going to start getting kind of fed up with Shakur Stevenson. So what me and my son and my two friends were saying when we had this discussion that right now, to be honest with you, Shakur Stevenson needs to play catch up and hurry up and get up in the same weight class as Devin Haney. Now, it also raises the question. Now, if this the case, now let's follow the timeline of the conversation that's trying to build this timeline. Okay, we just had the talks with Shakur and Dev. We already know Dev is set to fight Loma. It's not finalized yet. So we don't have a date. We don't have a date for Loma and Dev. So we don't know how long more we have to wait to actually get the date on that fight. At least I don't know the date. It hasn't been dropped. I don't know. Maybe somebody else know. But right now, as far as me, there's no date. We know they rumbling, but we don't have a date. We don't have a month. There's already fights that's coming up that already have dates. You see what I'm saying? Goddamn, Tank fighting Hector Garcia. They already have a date. You understand what I'm saying? They have a date, they have a day. So we don't have that for Dev and Loma, but we have to consider this timing. All right. So yeah, he's going to school him. I mean, to be honest with you, DS, he's not. I don't even want to see him fight Loma right now. I don't. Loma should have been fought this fucking man. because the only thing they're going to do is make excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses. And I got a lot to talk about this morning too, because I'm going to lead to something. This thing is going to lead to something and I'm gonna close out on it. All right. But I'm starting to see a lot of these guys. I'm starting to see a lot of matchups where there's guys who's getting in the ring with men that is 9 to 11 years older than them. I'm gonna get back to that. Hold that. That's gonna be my last cook on my segment this morning, because that's something I'm not feeling. But anyway, we the timeline. So we actually gotta get a day for Loma and Dev, and then I guess Dev goes to 140. But here's the thing: we already know we want to see Dev, Shakur, and Tank. We all want to see these three gentlemen get it in with one another. Now we already know because of height. We know Tank is not a guy that will fight at 140. He won't have a career at 140 because of his height. That's it. That's the only thing. But I'll be like, well, damn, y'all, how many fights Manny Pacquiao had at 147 pounds? He's the same height as Tank Davis, but forget that. Remember I said that, though, because Tank Davis, Manny Pacquiao is not taller than Tank Davis. They're the same fucking size. Me, Pacquiao, and Tank Davis around the same fucking height. Yeah, I'm a short guy. I'm a little guy. You know what I mean? We're around the same damn height. Me, Manny, and goddamn Tank is around the same fucking height. Motherfucker, I'm 5'5" and a half. Don't give me that shit, Manny is special. I want to hear that shit. Because Manny was special. Manny wouldn't have been cheating. Yeah, he cheated. He cheated. So maybe y'all just want to say, well, that's the only reason why Manny was able to do it. I mean, but how many times we have seen fighters in the sport of boxing always been a smaller guy in weight classes. But I get it. What y'all saying, these guys now, they're kind of bigger than the ones before. I get that too, but fuck that. I ain't trying to hear that shit. But anyway, Tank Davis, he's not trying to, and that's smart for him. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to prove that you can actually fight somebody, keep on fighting tall motherfuckers. He's short. Everybody he's going to get in the ring with is going to be taller than he. You know what I'm saying? La, you a shorty, la. You probably a beautiful little shorty too, la. But that's the whole thing. So now, the thing is this. So we have this window. We have this timeline. So we have to get a release date for Dev and Loma, right? Let's say that does happen. And Dev is going to go straight to 140. Now, he's done with 35. Now we start it all over again. It starts all over again. 135, go right back to reset. So now it's a whole new journey at 135. Now, are we going to get another run at Undisputed? You see what I'm saying? Is someone else is going to step up and become undisputed after Devin Haney leaves 135? Or even if somebody will even be unified. Now, my whole thing is, Shakur Saber's coming to 135, but how long are you going to be at 35? Shakur Stevenson, and actually, what are you trying to do at 135 pounds? What is Shakur plans at 135? Oh, you 6 feet 205? Wow. Average male height in the U.S. is 5'9". I don't get into all that average height shit. Who the fuck is dumb to come up with anything with a survey saying what's the average male height? I don't get it to none of that. Because there's more short people in the world than it is tall people. So it's more short people in the world than it is average size people and big people. So that's why I don't even get into all that. And I just killed that whole thing right there because it's more small size people than it's average size people in the world. You see what I'm saying? So they can kill me with all that. But anyway, so what is he going to do? What is his plan? He said that he's coming to 135 to take over, but really at the Dev and at the Shakur, there's nothing really left at 135. Or am I shitting on 135 when I say that? But let's think about it. When Dev is gone, let's just take out 2 fights locked up, or 1.5, because I still don't trust this Ryan Garcia shit. All right, so Tank got two fights booked. So we know ain't no Shakur and Tank doing anything. We already know that there's no Shakur and Dev doing anything because Dev is about to fight Lomachenko, right? So we already know the only way that we can get Dev and Shakur if they fight right now. And meaning that Shakur Stevenson will have to they're going to either have to do it a couple pounds over 135, or that little motherfucker going to have to catch the fuck up and take his fast motherfucking blowing up ass to 140 with Dev, because he's already behind. Because like I said at the beginning, he spent too much time at 126. He spent too much time at 126. He should have been out of there. There's no way Shakur Stevenson should have been at 126 as long as he was down there. So we gonna be talking this Dev and Shakur shit, and most likely never see this fight happen if they never wind up in the same weight class. And the only way they're gonna wind up in the same weight class if Shakur hurry up and catch up. Dev is not going to slow down and keep straining to drain himself. And he shouldn't. And he should not. Because he don't owe nobody nothing. And I understand when people say, well, man, fuck that, man. Man, Dev shouldn't fight Shakur at the Loma. Fuck that, man. Dev gotta go up, man. And I understand that. Understand that. Dev been at 135 since it's time for him to fucking move on. And he did everything that he needed to do at 135 pounds. God damn. You know what I mean? He did everything at 135 already. So he don't need to be sitting at 135 and draining himself to get a fight with motherfucking Shakur, because Shakur just got to 135 and Shakur ain't in no damn rush to go to 140. But guess what? That's on Shakur Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen. That's on Shakur Stevenson. That's something we need to talk about. Because, like I said, he spent too much time down at 126. He did. So we'll never get this fucking fight, as far as I'm concerned. And this can be 2 big fights that never take place. It can be. No matter what, even though they both is with getting in there with each other. But, y'all, we know, it be the business sometimes. But I think right now is a weight thing. Because until Shakur Stevenson is actually in the same weight class at the same time as Devin Haney, it's not really much to talk about that fight. Because this is what has to happen. Now my whole thing is, how long is Shakur planning to stay at 135? Is Shakur being a weight bully? Is Shakur trying to be a bully down at 135? Let's talk about it. It's a lot to talk about it. We've been talking about all this shit. I want to touch on another aspect of it because there's so much that you could touch on with one subject. You know, everybody don't have to necessarily be on the same subject, and I think this is good talk right now. This is great talk right now. So this is my thing. What is Shakur's plan at 135? Because if you look at it, outside of Dev, outside of Tank, let's say everything is a walk in the fucking park for Shakur Stevenson. We don't see nobody having more of a 40% chance of beating Shakur Stevenson at lightweight outside of Devin Haney and Tank Davis. Everything else that's left at 35 outside those 2 names, y'all don't favor none of those guys beating Shakur, do y'all? Not the Ghost Martin, of course not no Pit Poodle. Who else is a big name down here after that? So I'm saying you got his little homie Keyshawn Davis say he ain't never fighting. You got Cheese, so you got guys down there. So it's guys that he can fight. It's guys that he can fight. But can we easily look at it and say, man, yeah, Shakur's better than all those dudes. Now, off the top of our heads, we can say that. We can say that. Who's going to argue with it? A hater? Even though these new contenders are nice, and it's some nice ass prospects, but come on, let's be real. How many of them right now we can say that can actually fuck with Shakur? None of them, and not right now anyway. Now we can all be proven wrong. Let's just say if he does stay down there long enough, and let's say he fight Ray Maritala and Cheese wind up beating him. If if Shakur wind up taking a loss to anyone outside of Tank and Devin Haney, we'll be shocked like a motherfucker. Now there are some people who already have in their mindset that there's people that can beat Shakur. Some people, they respect Shakur, but they're not big on Shakur like that. They think it's people that can beat him. You know what I mean? I know one person think that Shakur would lose to Dev and Tank. And some people may feel as though that Tank would lose to Dev and Shakur and vice versa. But yeah, there's a few people that think that. You know, people say Shakur is the good, but some people got Shakur losing to somebody. But like I said, outside of the other two young kings, we ain't favoring nobody to beat motherfucking Shakur. Now we can say they'll put up a good fight, but are we really favoring them to beat him? What's up, Josh? Are we really favoring them to beat him? No, we are not. Until proven otherwise. So is it safe to say that Shakur is kind of like wanting to be a bully? Is that his plan, to be a bully? Because he can't be at that weight class long. And to be honest with you, like I said, people, and I'm going to continue to say this. It ain't nobody that y'all really want to see Shakur fight if it ain't Tank a goddamn Dev at 135. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Now, we was talking about this just a couple weeks ago because he was looking for an opponent. He's looking for his first opponent at 135. So we all running around, we screaming like, trying to, find out who would be a good match for him because it's like, okay, it's his first match at 35. You need something, you need a tester in the weight class. But I said, you fucking elite level. If he's elite level and he's already considered elite, you don't need none of that. Go right for the juggler, baby. Let's not waste no time because to be honest with you, Shakur Stevenson ain't got much time to waste. So he needs to pick up the pace or he's going to be behind in the race. He's going to be behind in the race. And like I said, they need to get it on now. Because with Tank Davis recently coming out saying, I'm quitting boxing after I fight Shakur and Dev. He done, so he already has in his mindset that he ain't fighting long. So he already got 2 fights lined up. And I think at the Ryan Garcia, at the fighting the Garcias, both of them, he's going to go for these 2. I don't think he's going to try to fight anyone else in between that because after the fact, after those, he don't need to. Because I want people to stop, coming down and think about who the fuck need to fight. Y'all need to stop that. Because like I said, ain't none of these cats really fought each other until they fight each other. And that's just true. I'm tired of, gotta beat down on y'all about the difference. Because y'all don't like it when y'all get that lashing. Well, you wouldn't have to get the lashing if you wouldn't be trying to turn away from the reality. You try to make it seem as something different than what the hell it really is. Here's the thing. The 3 young kings, they all bad. They bad motherfuckers. They got so much in common. So much in common. One thing they all have in common, that one of them has something that they do better than the other 2. And that's just it. So they got to get in the ring with each other. Because they more close than different. I keep on telling y'all that. Y'all keep talking about the opposition. You You run down who they fucking fought. The opposition is really about the same. Regardless of how you feel about a fighter that they fought, this is why I understand. Motherfuckers don't like Leo Santa Cruz for no reason. That's why they say Leo ain't shit. I'm a boxing fan. Leo is nice. Fuck they talking about. So y'all get that concept. Y'all get that, right? That's what it is. So until then, we're not going to be fucking satisfied until they get in the ring with each other. But it has to happen now because, like I said, Tank is not planning on being in the game long. So let's say about 5 fights total. All right, 5 fights. He got 2 locked up. Maybe another 3 fights. And out of the other 3 fights, those other 2 fights is Shakur and Dev. You know what I'm saying? So he you know, depending on how fast that can happen, he up out of there. Meaning that they're gonna have to meet at a catch weight because he's not gonna fight neither one of these guys at 40. And he shouldn't. He might try to tell Dev and Shakur to meet him around 136, or he might bow down and say we can do it at 137, 138. That's gonna be interesting. That's a whole nother thing we got to wait and find out what's going on. When he calls these guys out, or when he's ready to fight them, which weight is going to be at? Because he's not going up to 40. He's not going up to 40. So most likely they probably won't. They probably would agree not to go over no heavier than 137. I'm gonna hold on to that until we find out what's going on when the time comes for these guys to fight. But back to what I'm saying, how long is Shakur Stevenson planning to be at 35? Because if he talking about he want Dev right now, then nigga, you gonna have to do something because Dev is not gonna do that. Now, but hear this out, right? Now, when I was having a discussion with my son and a couple of my buddies about it, I was like, and he was making an excuse for Dev, right? My son was, he was making an excuse for Dev. And what he was saying, man, Dev, you know, Dev can't make 135 anymore. I said, I get it, but isn't Dev motherfucker gonna make that 135 for Lomachenko? Because meaning can't make the weight, meaning can't make the weight. Not meaning, oh, I can make it, I can make it this one more time, and then after that I can't make it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, bro. I said, no. I said, listen, if he can strain himself, strain himself for Lomachenko, then he can do it one more time for Shakur Stevenson. That's all I was saying. But see, my son favors Dev to beat Shakur. I mean, so he was like, I don't see, y'all gonna be the same ones making a damn excuse. I said, making an excuse about what? Cause he came at me about it. He was like, yeah, don't say nothing when Shakur get beat by Dev. I said, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be mad about that. That's 2 of my favorite fighters and one of them lost to the other. Because to be honest with you, I don't want to see none of the 3 young kings lose to anybody outside of them 3. Because I really think those 3 guys are that good. The only ones that can beat them is each other. Everybody else outside of those 3, I got all 3 whipping on motherfuckers' asses. It's a possibility, you know, but there's a possibility that all 3 can take a loss. You know what I'm saying? So this is where we at. And I think this is what we need to talk about. I need to ask the Shakur people a little more because I really don't want to put something on nobody, and that's not what it is. But it kind of seemed like it. Just look at the scenario. Dev move on. Him and Tank ain't fighting motherfucker now. Him and Tank ain't fighting now. Tank got Garcia and Garcia. Who's Ryan Garcia fighting? See, because there's guys out there that need some work. Now, Shakur Stevenson, it's hard for him to get a fucking fight. He need to fight somebody. And guess what? Favatano don't wait for nobody, man. And as the day goes by, more calories is gonna stick to his ass. So, before we even get into all that, we got to figure this thing out with Shakur. We got to stop right here in this spot right here And hopefully some of the fam will catch this later. I mean, and try to figure this out. Because we all on this advanced talk stuff. We need to slow down. Slow down, people. We are moving a little too fast. Because what the fuck? Shakur don't have a dance partner right now. So he needs to figure out something. Speaking of dance partners, let me move on with the next topic of this morning's live coffee and donuts. Goddamn. Ryan Garcia. Lo and behold, now we find out who Ryan Garcia is. He finally has an opponent because I was about to put out a nationwide search on who's going to be his opponent. Because that's all we kept on hearing. We know who Tate fighting. We know Tate is fighting him. Everything about Tate fighting Garcia. And y'all keep talking about this fight way too damn soon. Y'all promoting the Ryan fight before the Garcia, the Hector Garcia fight. Too soon, people, too soon. Just like they said, this is too soon to be testing. Well, this is too soon to be pumping up this fucking fight, man. Slow down. But finally, mysteriously, Ryan Garcia comes out with an opponent. Take a sip of this one. He comes out with an opponent, and and of course, people, it's for some people was expected this. Some people was not. So, and this is why y'all better pay attention to what I'm saying. So we find out who is his next opponent. And Ryan Garcia is fighting. He's fighting Marcito. What's the fucking last name? Gangster. He's fighting Marcito Gangster. Gangster, I'm chopping his name up. I know it's one of the two. Gangster. I'm gonna say Gangster. All right, he's fighting Marcito Gangster. Ryan Garcia is fighting Marcito Gangster. He's fighting Marcito Gangster. No, I'm not froze. I'm froze on that bullshit. Ryan Garcia, where everybody keep, he got mad talent. He can fight. Oh man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all think Ryan can't sell no numbers? His last couple of joints been alright. He put some asses in the seat. Telling he can rumble, man. Reflexes. Trenchy got fast footwork. I never seen a Mexican with fast feet. I never seen a Mexican with fast footwork. Me, I've been watching boxing my whole life. And I've been watching boxing, and footwork is one of my main compartments. I love footwork. Huh? I love footwork. He got fast feet. All these things about Ryan Garcia, right? But at the same time, he's forgetting everything about Tank. He's fighting a C-level guy. Ryan Garcia's next opponent can't even be considered a tune-up. See, your tune-up is supposed to be getting you prepared for a certain style, a certain fighter. That's what a tune-up is. Not because you rusty. That's not what a tune-up is. Tune-up meaning that you fighting someone who's going to get you prepared for a tough fight, a tough opponent. And there's similarities there. Do y'all understand that? Right? So this is not a tune-up fight. This is not a prep fight to get Ryan Garcia ready for the biggest fight in his career. And no, Ryan Garcia is not the biggest, toughest fight in Tank career. No, he's not. Some people feel that way, and I respect that. Shout out to my man, Mr. There you go, talking that boxing again. That's how he feels. I totally disagree. I totally disagree. You know what I mean? Because who the fuck is Ryan? What the fuck has he done? Nothing. Nothing. We keep talking about his skill set, this, that, the other. Look what he's been doing it against, people. Look what he's been doing it against. See, here's the thing, right? This is the way that I do it. Because I can't tell you the way that you judge or look at it. I can't. Right? This is the way that I look at it. Okay, I look at it totally different from a lot of people. There's a few people who look at it the same exact way that I do. I think it's a safer way, but anyways, I really be critiquing this shit. I really do. Because this is a sport that needs to be critiqued the way that it does. Because it's a one-man show when it's showtime. It's just you, your two fists, and your opponent and their two fists. That's it. Ain't no pass, no damn assist. Ain't none of that shit. None of that shit. None of that. Hit and be hit. That's what it is. So that's what it's about. And a lot of these guys ain't really been giving us nothing. Haven't really been giving us nothing. I understand as boxing fans, we so spoiled. We feel as though that the sport still owes us. Some of us feel as though the sport is just paying us back. That used to be my mindset, but I ain't got time to think of it that way. I got content to talk about. So I ain't really got time to be worrying about that at that level. Now, as far as a content creator, ain't nothing I'm gonna worry about. I just cook on it when I'm ready to cook on it. You understand me? But he's fighting a C-level fighter. People, he's fighting a C-level fighter. But this is the guy that he's fighting before Tank Davis. It's not a tune-up, it's a fucking cherry pick. It's not a tune-up, it's a cherry pick. It's not a tune-up, it's a cherry pick for Ryan Garcia. So he had some extra good critics leading into the Tank fight. That's what it is. That's that bully shit. Also, yeah, I know Ryan Garcia is a tall guy. You know, that's why you shouldn't be calling out shorter fucking fighters. That's why everybody that he should be fighting should be his height or even taller. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all run around and y'all be giving out these damn awards and giving people these awards for things that they did. I'm not giving no bigger person no goddamn respect for beating people smaller than them. I'm not. You have the advantage. And then you actually point out and pick these opponents because of your advantages that you have. You're not a true competitor. You ain't no true fighter. You ain't no true fighter. You can't even be a true champion. They don't do that. Why is everybody always looking to have one up on somebody? I'll tell you how you have one up on somebody. Get in there with somebody that you equal to, you beat them, and then you have one up on them. But don't have one up on them before the fight even starts. Don't have one up on them even before you sign a contract. Because that's how sweet this shit be laid out for a lot of these fighters. They be already had it sweet before the ink hit the fucking paper. Because you got to talk about it, you got to think it first. So once you think it, you're talking, and the next thing you know, you're writing it down. But this guy's so much a talent The only person you can really give him credit for is Luke Campbell. Are y'all serious? Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is the person you can give Ryan Garcia credit for. Out of all the other 17 to 18 people that he fought. Then y'all keep talking about how good he is. People, don't you know iron sharpens iron? Iron sharpens iron, baby. Ryan ain't fought nobody to be keeping him sharp. Not one person. Not one person. That's all you keep saying is Ryan had regular people put that dumbass arm on and he throwing a body shot. You ain't you using regular people, dude. You're not telling nobody that's an athlete to do that shit. That's how I know y'all really sold on this dude. Really? This guy's a show. That's all he is. It's a show. But he's so great. Tank gotta worry about getting under this, getting past that. From Ryan? From Ryan? Ryan Garcia, this is what Tank had to worry about. Ryan is long. Ryan is good. Ryan been fighting a whole bunch of C-level fighters. Tank ain't no damn C-level fighter. Y'all forgetting this. Y'all thinking everything gonna be sweet for Ryan because this is what y'all saying out y'all mouths. The only advantage Ryan has over Tank is the reach. That's it. That's it, people. But what if Tank get hit by Ryan? Okay, what if Tank get hit by Ryan? What's gonna happen? Did Ryan knock out everybody that he ever hit? No. Ryan didn't even stop the bull Tago. What makes y'all think he gonna stop Tank? Or drop him? Y'all talking about his power than everybody that Ryan Garcia ever faced should every opponent should have been on the floor. Didn't Tago make it out the fight without getting dropped by Ryan? Didn't Ryan hit Tago at some point in that damn fight? So Tago chin. Tago is more durable, got a better chin, and more defensively responsible than Tank Davis. This is what y'all saying? This is what y'all sound like when y'all talking about Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. Y'all making it seem like that Tank Davis is the same exact level as these guys that Ryan Garcia been fighting. And y'all acting like Ryan Garcia been fighting a whole bunch of elite level fucking guys. He has not yet. He has not yet. But come on. Still on this dude still haven't done nothing to deserve a pay-per-view fight with Tank Davis. Not yet at all. But this. That's it. And yeah, y'all cool with Ryan fighting Geester. But quick to say that somebody ain't fighting nobody. I heard Tank ain't fought nobody so many times. And the same people that said that Tank ain't fought nobody, I ain't never hear y'all say Ryan ain't fought no fucking body. For Ryan to be the least accomplished, y'all act like he done did something. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Tank is unbeatable. But do I think Ryan Garcia, who's been having the advantage his whole career so far from fighting less opposition, is going to be able to beat this man? No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. And the only reason why y'all keep saying y'all think Tank is gonna lose to somebody because Tank is short, that's the only reason why y'all motherfuckers be saying that shit. That's the only reason why. If Tank Davis was the same height as Ryan Garcia, y'all wouldn't be giving Ryan all these goddamn props. Y'all wouldn't be saying Tank gotta worry about this Ryan. Tank always gotta fucking worry about something. Y'all ain't said shit about what the fuck Ryan got to worry about. Not yet. All of y'all been cooking on this shit with Tank and fucking Ryan and shitting on Tank. And praising Ryan like he really did something, man. or he's got better. It's easy to say that when he keep fighting the same level opposition that's below him. So it's easy to say that a motherfucker made improvement when he ain't improving on the level of opposition that he fighting. I need to say that again. It's easy to say that a guy is improving, right? When he's keep fighting the same level of opposition. Brian has improved on this and on that, but he hasn't improved on a level of opposition that he fought. So of course it's going to look like it's good and effective. Of course it's going to look like that. Tay Tay, hey love, the most beautifulest voice on YouTube. Tay Tay is probably the only female that I wouldn't get mad if she called me a whole bunch of names cussing me out because her fucking voice is a motherfucker. But see, that's the same type of shit that gets you slapped in the face by it too. Because her voice is so this, that, other. So, you know, she cussing you out and grilling you and shit. You ain't gonna even be mad that she calling you all type of names and that and other. You gonna be like, because you fuck with that voice and shit. But then next thing you know, oh, you think it's funny. You gonna take it for granted and then she gonna MMA boxing queen your ass. I ain't need to let that part out. What's up, Jeff Spark? What's going on, y'all? I'm just getting my coffee and donut segment in. You know what I mean? Just talking some things. And Tay Tay, you know how I am. Well, most of us, you know, in our family, we really like to just sit back for a while and let things plan out like 6-7 times before we actually go in and talk about it. So I'm just doing my same old routine, baby. It's the same show, it's the same act, different stage. That's all. What's going on? So this is my whole thing with Ryan Garcia. Salute to everybody that's coming in. Top of the AM to y'all's Hump Day Wednesday. Coffee and donuts for grown-ups, milk and cookies for you rookies, and get out the way because today ain't your day, baby, if you're a rookie. We ain't serving milk and cookies today. It's coffees and donuts for grown-ups, bitch. It's wine and blunts. You know what I'm saying? It's wine and blunts, coffees and donuts. You know what I mean? And I'm not understanding where do y'all get this from. I don't understand the way that y'all measure these fighters. Ryan Garcia has not shown me no damn improvement. I'm not going to take away what y'all been seeing. But you ain't gonna take away what the fuck I've been noticing. That's what you're not gonna do. I'ma respect what you said. You don't have to respect what I said. I will respect it. You ain't got to respect mine, baby. Because guess what? Reality is gonna sit in any damn way. Reality is gonna sit in any way. And this is the thing with Ryan Garcia. Tank got so much to worry about with this guy, but Ryan ain't got nothing to worry about, right? Ryan ain't got nothing to worry about with Tank Davis at all. Ryan ain't got nothing to worry about. Oh yeah, Ryan got fast feet. Oh, so see, they started talking about Ryan's footwork. And, oh, so Tank ain't got no footwork? Tank ain't got no footwork? Oh, Ryan got fast feet. Ryan got fast feet. Oh, he got fancy feet. You know, he got James Brown get on the good footwork. No, the fuck he does not. No, he don't. He might have fast reflexes. But so y'all mean to tell me that Ryan Garcia got better footwork than Tank Davis? That's what y'all saying? Come out and say it. Don't be beating around the bush. Say it. Yeah, man, Ryan got better footwork than Tank. Say it. And then I'm going to tell you, no, what the fuck he don't. But again, it does look like it gets less opposition. It always look like that. It's always going to look like that when you know somebody has advantage, a complete advantage, a setup made for advantage over their opponents. That's why in damn near 20 fights, this motherfucker haven't even fought a B-level fighter yet. But y'all sitting out here talking about Ryan, fast hands, power, fast hands, footwork, this, that, other, he got it all, he's the total package, this, that, up, blah, 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 bam, boom, he's the baddest thing from the sun to the moon. This is what y'all saying about this motherfucker. But I guarantee you, if it was goddamn Devin Haney Y'all would not be saying the same shit about Ryan Garcia qualities and gifts if it was Devin Haney. Y'all only saying it because it's a short motherfucker the same height as me. Well, how many times has that short motherfucker showed you that height shit don't mean nothing? Huh? How many times? How many times? How many times, yo? How many times do you keep breaking motherfuckers down? Y'all still criticize him. Oh, well, you know, this is what happened to Tank. What Tank had a hard time with, I don't give a fuck what he had a hard time. How did that motherfucker end? Talk about that. That's facing adversity, motherfuckers. That's how it's supposed to be. Can Ryan Garcia face and handle adversity? Yeah, he did it, man, with Luke Campbell. How many years ago that was? And that was the last time he had a fight at 135 pounds. Luke Campbell ain't fucking Tank Davis. Stop trying to make it seem like his opponents is equal to this man. Stop it. Y'all finna get Ryan Garcia killed. Well, his mouth finna get him killed anyway. But y'all need to stop this shit here. Y'all need to stop this for real. When? Why? When? Why? Y'all praising him like that. Huh? But he's the dude like that. He deserves a pay-per-view. So what all you Ryan Garcia fans who saying that won't you go tell him the fuck this ain't a good fight for him? Won't y'all tell this motherfucker, yo Ryan, this ain't good, man. I'm out here bigging you up. I'm on my channel telling people, man, that you got all this and got all that, but you won't you go tell Ryan, since you praising him, since y'all praising him and y'all giving him the advantage over fucking Tank, yeah, y'all giving it to him? Say it now. Say it. Y'all already saying it. I got Ryan over Tank. Say it. Say it and put that money in escrow. If you really like Ryan Garcia, since y'all pumping him up, Tank gonna have to get past him. Then Tank get past everybody else, motherfuckers. But Ryan Garcia, no, he's not better than any of them dudes. Did he fight any of them dudes? Talk to me now. We talking boxing. When? Help me out. When? Y'all blowing this dude up and he ain't done shit. Nothing. And then he gets in there with a really, man? Really? Y'all really gonna do this? And then matter of fact, after this, I'm done talking about this shit until they fight come. But y'all crazy. Ryan is Ryan and Ryan was like that. If Ryan is the guy that y'all say that he is, he wouldn't be fighting his mother. If he really was that bull, he would. Come on, man. Come on, really? He can't be that bull like that. And shout out to my man Keon, because he pointed out a lot of shit. Yesterday, he pointed out a lot of shit. Most of it I agree with. I understand everything you're saying, but most of it I agree with. All that about his footwork and all that, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Ryan, fast feet. A lot of motherfuckers is fast. Ryan ain't showing Tank nothing he's never seen before. Stop it. Ryan ain't gonna show Tank nothing Tank ain't never seen before. What about Ryan hit Tank? Yeah, that's true. But what about when Tank hit Ryan, bitches? I'm just saying. So if Ryan was the man like that, if he really thought he was the man like that, just like his handlers, he would be facing better opposition before the Tank fight. Why is he getting another C-level fucking fighter then? Why is he getting another C-level fighter? This is gonna be how many fights this guy got altogether? What, about almost 20? And one C-level opponent, above C-level opponent. You know what I'm saying? Not one above C-level opponent. Not one. But he got the goods. He's the gift. He's going to give people problems. No, he not. He ain't going to get nobody no damn problem. That's a problem. See, the people he was a problem to was motherfuckers that wasn't a problem. Now he's facing a problem. Now he's facing a problem. And I guarantee you, all that his height and reach, that shit ain't gonna be nothing. Oh, he's good, he got fast feet, the motherfucker can't fight going backwards. Have y'all paid attention to that? He only is his foot speed is only effective when he's offensive. He got a whole different speed of defense, a whole speed of footwork when it comes to his defense. It's slow as shit. Oh, he got the footwork. I don't give a fuck. This shit is all the way up in the air. Your feet can't always protect this. You moving around, it ain't but too much movement, you can go. So you keep on doing this and keep on doing this. The nigga can't box on his back foot. He can't box going backwards. He cannot. All this he can do with that range and all, he can't box going backwards. He can't. He don't even know how to keep pressure off of him. No, he can't. I've seen him plenty times in sparring. What are y'all talking about? His footwork is only effective when he's on offense. When he gotta be on defense, his foot speed slows down and it becomes retarded. Because y'all say he got educational footwork. I see y'all been trying to, people been out here trying to give a lot of these Latinos and Spaniards extra shit on their footwork, which something never really been a part of their forte. It's just something they all just flat-footed fighters, boxers. They really are. Some of them are really good, but they ain't got no footwork, all this, that, and other like that. The fuck out of here. Motherfucker couldn't even cut the ring off on a Tago like that. That's why he couldn't tap Tago up like that. Oh man, the boy Tago kept on running. There's no such thing as running. I mean, it is, but how much can you run in a 12 or 10 round fight? How much can you run? You're surrounded by ropes, 4 poles, one in each corner. Run where? When do they actually run out the ring? When do they actually be running? They might be standing away from you and you just having a complicated time with getting to them because you don't know how to cut off the ring. That's what that really means, people. How's a person running? I ain't got no time to be fighting this guy. It's gonna be like a dog chasing a cat. I ain't never seen nobody in a fight actually they was getting breaks beat off them and they actually ran out the ring. Like actually run out the ring. When a dog is chasing you or somebody on your ass and you try. I never seen nobody run and jump over or cut or no. The only time I seen somebody go out the motherfucking ring is when the fight was over or then, some WWE shit happened. So stop all this running shit. That's just an excuse for people who don't know how to cut off the ring. Meaning that they lack educated footwork, knowledge of the ring, how to corner your opponent, how to slow them down from moving around the ring. Only guys who can't do that lacks cutting off the ring, boxing ability, and educated footwork. They the only ones that say that. And the only fans that say that is fans who got the same mindset as them nut-ass fighters. So you got a casual-ass chump and you're a casual-ass fan. How about that? All that is good when you're doing it against people that you're naturally better than. You have all the advantages. So this dude never been in a fight to whereas he didn't have the advantage. And he's gonna go into the tank fight with the advantage. That ain't gonna really mean nothing. It's all that. Motherfucker, man, get up on out of here. Get up on out of here with that. Y'all see what happened in top? He up there trying to do all like this and, try to walk down and trying to do all that. You ain't that type of dude. And he keep talking about his power, this, that, and other, this, that, and other. Y'all making it seem like he a knockout. Y'all gonna get that boy knocked smooth the fuck out. Y'all gonna get him knocked smooth the fuck out. I feel sorry. Listen, I'm about to move on from Ryan Garcia. But man, I want all of y'all to have that same energy if this fight takes place. I'm going to be looking for y'all. I'm not going to want to place a bet with a few of y'all with this Ryan Garcia shit. I promise you. As soon that dude get in there and he realize what the fuck he really in that ring with, you gonna see a whole different Ryan Garcia that you're not gonna be happy with. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Yeah, and some of y'all know better than y'all know just as much as I do. Ain't no killer in that dude. Ain't no killer in that dude. But he got up from the Luke Campbell shit. Luke Campbell should have stayed on his motherfucking ass. I'm telling you. Come fight night, if that fight happens, because like I said, I don't want to keep talking about this fight. January is before motherfucking April and May, ain't it? Alright? Tank is fighting at the beginning. Rah fighting at the end. So until now, I don't want to hear about that shit. But I'm going to say this. I can't wait for that fight to happen. And anybody, no matter if you're a content creator or just cool fan that be in the chat, and y'all that's root for Ryan Garcia, holler at your boy, Mr. PSA, Crush the Legend. I can use me some money. He going to fuck pretty boy Ryan the fuck up. Ryan ain't got no dog in him. There ain't no dog in that boy. Ain't no dog in him. There's no dog in him. He get in there with an animal. That's what y'all forgetting. I ain't just talking about the power. See, that's the only reason why he want to fight Tank. Because Tank is short. You don't hear that motherfucker. You haven't heard him say anything out of his mouth about fighting anybody his height. Ryan damn near 6 fucking feet, man. Ryan is damn near 6 feet tall. He's like 5'11". Somewhere between 5'10" and a half and 5'11". Right? What's going on? Ash is going on. I'm just doing this thing here. This dude is fighting a guy that he is 4 inches taller than. Sound familiar? Ryan is always fighting somebody taller than him. And no, he's not the tallest in boxing. This is just my point for all you keep blowing Ryan Garcia the fuck up. He's always fighting people that he's got 3 or 4 inches in height, in reach. Last person that Ryan Garcia was in the ring with that was close to his damn height was Luke Campbell. So y'all mean to tell me y'all giving respect to a motherfucker who just want to fight people smaller than him? Smaller than him, and then y'all blowing him up. Now he's fighting this dude that's smaller than him, that's not above C fucking level. But he gonna do all this to Tank. Guess what? Tank is little too, but Tank ain't none of them niggas that Ryan fought. And y'all need to put some fucking respect on Tank's name. Keep acting like the fuck. Y'all really need to put some respect on his name. Y'all keep talking like Tank is the same level as these niggas that Ryan fought. And y'all keep acting like Ryan's on the same level as Tank Devin Shakur. He ain't showed that shit yet. And it ain't gonna show up the night that he fights Tank, bitch. It ain't gonna show up that night. Trust me, it's not. Trust me, it's not. Ryan Hart is going to go just as fast as fucking Rhodey's did. Y'all talking about this nigga don't even know how to fight on the back foot and get the fuck out of the way of shit. Y'all talking about his footwork. That front running footwork, boy, she ain't got no footwork like that. Yeah, his feet might look fast because everybody that he's facing is slower than him. So y'all saying his feet is faster than Tank's? Y'all saying he got more educated footwork than Tank? Ryan has nothing and does nothing better than Tank. The only thing he has over Tank is the fucking height. That's it. And he's fighting another C-level guy. Get the fuck up on out of here. Get up on out of here with that. He could have fought somebody else. He that bull, right? He that bull like that, right? He could have fought somebody else. He could have fought somebody. He could have fought a B-level fighter for once. He should be fighting. I'm on everybody fucking ass. Y'all motherfucking dick eating the shit out of Ryan Garcia. Y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, if it's a fighter that I don't like the nigga. I don't like him because he's fraudulent, yo. All the way around, I don't like him. He ain't that fucking good. I don't like him. I really don't like Bull. I'm a real dude. I don't like Bull. When I say I'm a real dude. I'm just not saying that shit. When you meet me in person, I'm the same dude. Might be even more fucking too deep in person for you motherfuckers. Some of y'all meet me in person, you might fucking drown. Cause what you see right here is me, but this is the light version of me, nigga. Just imagine me in person, motherfucker. This the light version of me. It's the real me, but it's the light version, nigga. So this is why I look at, get the fuck up on out of here. Y'all doing too much. This ain't the motherfucking record industry when you get finder's fee. You getting a finder's fee for creating a false star. This ain't that shit. Y'all is not getting paid to be trying to make fucking make-believe stars out of some of these fighters, yo. Now, this is the way that you getting paid for it. Well, let me know on the back end, and I still wouldn't sell out. Maybe I just can't do that. But Gester, Morcito Gester, Geezer, Gowser. What the fuck? But yeah, he gonna get in there and make things difficult for Tate. Thank you again, once again, Everything Boxing. Because he made a damn point. Y'all know he's fighting Geester. You know, Ryan Garcia, quote unquote, is 140 pounder, right? Quote unquote, allegedly 140 pounder, right? Well, it's funny. This motherfucker ain't had his first official fight at 140 yet. But he wants to keep fighting guys that's not quite 140. Hey man, what you put on a couple pounds to meet me at 139? Nigga, go fight at 140, motherfucker. You at 140, go fight at 140. Go fight at 140. You at 140, what are you waiting for? Why are you waiting so long, bro? And don't tell me. I don't even know why this dude is even trying to campaign at 140. Shit, I'm talking about Tio ain't gonna be able to do nothing at 140. What the fuck y'all think Ryan Garcia is gonna do at 140? Now let's talk that shit. I'm off for tape right now. This coffee and donuts roasting motherfucking Ryan ass right now. Huh? Welcome to the Ryan's roast. I'm off for that. Huh? Let's talk about that. Ain't he supposed to be fighting at 140? We've been doing all this blabbing, but we never really focused on Ryan Garcia and his 140 quest. Huh? He had an initial motherfucking goddamn introduction to 140 yet. When he gonna get it? It can't count against Geester because Geester ain't 140. Geester, Gals, or whatever his fucking name is. Marcetos, Morados, I don't know. He ain't no 140 dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they getting it at 40. Ooh, they getting it at 40. Huh? So Ryan Garcia, all you Ryan nut huggers, y'all getting it this morning, baby. All you Ryan nut huggers. Ryan Garcia is supposed to be at 140. He hasn't made his goddamn official walk into 140 yet. Huh? Yet. I'm waiting. Somebody tell me something. Y'all sitting out here talking about Ryan. This is your assignment today. All y'all out there talking about Ryan, why the fuck he hasn't been at 140 yet? Devin Haney will fuck around and have his first fight at 140 before Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney will have his first fight at 140 before Ryan Garcia. Because it's not going to fucking happen. Now, he's fighting this dude at 139, that's not 140. And then that dude is moving up in weight. So he's not a natural 140 guy. Then, after that, thank you again. There you go talking that boxing again. Then, I knew it, but he was the only one that brought it up. Then, don't he got to go right back? Don't he got to lose 4 pounds to fight Tank at 136? But he bulking up. Tank, don't worry about that shit, Tank. Tank, you shouldn't even worry about that shit, Tank. You know why he doing that, Tank? He bulking up for 140. See, to psych people out. That's why he keep doing that, this 139. He going in, he going to knock this little nigga out that he had the advantages over. That's not a 140 guy anyway. So he can pump the false narrative. But he's pitting on that muscle. Tank, don't worry about it. He's hurting himself even more, dog, because he's pumping up to gain muscle mass, more weight to be, because muscle weighs more than fat. To be more solid for a guy that's not a 140 guy. That's not a natural 140 guy. Then he got to take off 4 pounds of that damn muscle. He got to maintain that muscle, right? He got to maintain that muscle. So then he's going to have to lose 4 pounds of that muscle, maintain it to fight fucking Tank. Y'all know so much fucking about boxing. Think about that, because I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all so goddamn smart and bigging up fucking Ryan Garcia, and he moving super dumb. And his dumb ass goddamn trainer, Joe Goosen or whatever. So what's gonna happen? Now I'm Yoda to that. For this second. Now Yoda comes out. Then when he fights Tank and Tank smashes his ass, the excuse is gonna be, oh man, you know, the fight that I had with Tank was at 140 pounds, and then I had to go back. Then I had to, that's gonna be the damn excuse. MP, what the fuck? What's up, bro? That's going to be the excuse, and I'm letting y'all know it's not flying over here with T-Dub-T. Get that bullshit out the way. I'm blowing it up. I'm blowing that shit up. I see the setup already. This dude is setting up his excuse for after he get his ass whipped to Tank Davis, man. If I'm wrong, I eat fucking crow. If I'm wrong, I will eat crow. This what he doing. This is something that we used to see in the sport of boxing. Motherfuckers always make up shit and put shit in certain places so then they have, a fall guy or, something extra to fall back on. Yeah, come on, man. Because when this dude loses, when he finally loses, he's going to be a crybaby. He's going to be a crybaby. Well, I can imagine this dude. And I'm telling you, all this pre-hype shit, he ain't got me fooled. That boy gonna be struck. He gonna be nervous, pervous when he step in the ring. Didn't the boy tell you he was damn near nervous when Tank rolled up on him? Huh? Wasn't he nervous when he said that shit? See, he gonna have to back all that shit up. He won every round. Yeah, he won every round sleeping. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Ryan might go out faster than Rodeo. He went around the same motherfucking goddamn The same round or even a little sooner. Because I already know what his dumb ass going to do. See, he got this, he's struck on his height thing. So he really think his power is like that. He really think that his height really makes a difference. This is what he really thinks. He gonna go in there and he gonna try to jump on Tank. He gonna get fucked up. He gonna go in there and try to jump on him and get fucked up. Then I want y'all to talk about Tank Davis' footwork. I want y'all to talk about Tank Davis' footwork when he slipped this nigga and do the thing to him. Yeah, he that boy gonna get hurt. And I'm talking about I'm waiting for El Rayo. Ryan Garcia's gonna have the biggest motherfucking bounce back story that I'm gonna be waiting for. Cause I'm telling you, Tank gonna hurt him. He gonna hurt that boy bad. And he gonna be just like how Victor Ortiz was. I don't think I can do this sport anymore. I don't like getting hit like this when motherfucker get out the sport. It was cool when you were just whipping on somebody's ass for 3 or 4 rounds. It was cool when you was whipping on somebody's ass and soon they shipped that shit off and gave it back to you, then wound up beating you. Then you gonna say, I don't think I can do this anymore. That's when I knew this motherfucker wasn't made for the sport. You do dumb shit and turn into you turn into the clash of the motherfucking zodiac signs and try to fucking ram this shit up against Floyd because he was schooling this nigga. So you try to ram all this up on this board, this shit right here, fuck the man up. Then he gave it to your ass afterwards. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all is going to learn someday. Y'all do have better things to do. I really have that much confidence in y'all. That some of y'all really have better things to do. I get it. Sometimes you just get bored. You know what I mean? Cassandra, good morning, love. How you doing? You know what I mean? So this is where we at, people. This is where the fuck we at. And Ash, I don't know if he was in here, but I'm going to say this real quick because I was talking about Shakur first. Listen, Ash, Shakur is trying to bully 135. He's trying to bully 135. Yes, he is. He's trying to bully 135, and he ain't going to get no credit for it. Exactly. And I'm telling you, y'all gonna stop messing with the short people. Now, I mean, y'all be thinking that everybody that's short got a Napoleon complex. The Napoleon complex be because you motherfuckers be fucking with people because they short. People short, all short people don't be mad because they short. I love my side. I love my height. Shit. I love being 5'5", because there ain't nothing that a taller nigga can do that I can't do except for slam dunk. I don't dunk, nigga. But everything else, what the fuck? I can put it down on the chick too, and probably even better. What the fuck y'all talking about? Fuck y'all mean? I love my height. Shit. We more adorable anyway. You too tall, you look goofy. Ryan Garcia's a goofy looking motherfucker too. Too tall for the damn weight class. You goofy ass motherfucker. Him and Fundora should be somewhere motherfucker doing a stilt challenge and shit. A stilt race, you tall ass motherfuckers. Go up in a goddamn weight class that you got enough space in your goddamn 8-story goddamn body to be carrying some goddamn weight, you bitch assholes. But these is the guys that they give respect to, Ash. These is the guys that they give respect to, everyone that's always and purposely fighting someone smaller than them. But they supposed to get props. And I'm peeping Shakur. Nobody is safe with us. Yeah. What you doing, Shakur? Because as what Shakur need to do, Shakur need to just do one fight at 35. I don't want to hear nothing, people, because a lot of people have done it. Had one fight at one weight class and went the fuck up for whatever reason. That's what Shakur Stevenson need to do until Shakur Stevenson catches up and be in the same weight class or be in the weight class he should be in, and that's 140. He shouldn't even be at 135 right now. He should be at 140 until that motherfucker get in the same weight class as Devin Haney. his ass on trial. Because look at it, Ash. I'm going to run this back for you. Look at this shit here. Dev, he take care of Loma. Dev going to 40. Loma is no more. Zapata already don't want to fucking fight you. Cambosis don't fucking need you. He ain't got nothing else to prove. Now 135 is open, Ash. This shit starts over again, Ash. So we already know there's certain guys that ain't gonna get in the ring with Shakur. Right? We take Tank out because Tank busy right now. Tank got 2 shits lined up. Shakur said he's coming for 135, but I guess you would be coming for 135 now. Because he's gonna be somewhat of a boogeyman. Because there's gonna be a few guys that don't want to fight him. Then everything else that's left, you know, off the top of my head, we don't see nobody outside of Dev and fucking Tank beating Shakur at 135. Let's be honest. No matter who it is, it's some nice motherfuckers. I think if a couple of my favorites had a couple more fights under them, that'd be something different. Like if Cheese was 5 or 6 more fights experiencing, then that's going down. But I won't say Cheese upset goddamn Shakur right now. I wouldn't do that because I'm a real dude. And as much as I like Cheese, you know what I mean? Shakur still got a yeah, Ashley always said it. He ain't really been tested like that either. He ain't really been tested like that either. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. He ain't been tested like that. Exactly, but you know what happened, Ash? The thing with Shakur, he spent too much time at 26. That's why his ass is late in these weight classes. He should have been got out of motherfucking 26. That's where he fucked up at. Spending too much time at 126 and sold everything up. But we be paying attention. We love boxing. We love boxing. TWT, we love boxing. We love the sport first. We love our favorite fighters, but we love the sport first. This dude, I'm trying to tell you, and I like Shakur, but I'm gonna keep it real. Shit, I keep it real with my children. You think I ain't gonna keep it real about this motherfucker? It looks a little suspect. Is what I'm saying. It looks a little suspect. Because what's left at 135? Yeah, because motherfuckers stayed at 126 too long. So did Gary Russell Jr. He's another one. Stayed at 126 too long. So they fucked themselves up at 126. Not 126. That's really a fucked up weight class. That's a weight class if you moving up in weight, that's a weight class you don't stay in long. You get up out 126 quick fast because it's a quicksand. It's a quicksand weight class. Meaning that people get something to it and they're around there years long what the hell they need to be. And so I agree with Ash. That is the quicksand weight class. Yeah, exactly. Fuck that. Got to move on. But we can't keep on acting like this dude ain't been motherfucking goddamn draining himself and he needs to step his game up because Shakur really needs to fight guys his height and size. It's equal. So since they started talking that shit, yeah, let's get it in. But we know they both was pump faking a little bit, cause Bill know they can't do that. They know what Bob want to do. Bob trying to get that check for Loma. You understand what I'm saying? Bob trying to get that check for Loma. So that's how that going down. So. You know, ain't nobody gonna get no paper first unless it's his own kind. So, and here's another thing. With Shakur Stevenson. He might need to be worrying about what the fuck he doing. How long is he gonna be at top rank? I don't think he should be there long because if he really talking about being that ball going on the legacy and shit, but guess what? Being that top rank ain't gonna do it for you, Shakur. It ain't. You better go somewhere else. We already know Pamper Bob only let you niggers go but so far. We know that. You know, Pamper Bob only let these niggers go but so far. And then once you get to a point, you niggers, when you know you need to get the fuck up out of here. That's what you need to do. Pay your money, get up out of there and roll. Get up out of there and roll. You understand what I'm saying? And actually, oh man, what she did a few days ago, when she broke down and showed y'all, you know, she basically was giving y'all a breakdown of this serious shit with who really did more than who. And she put out the video the other day, you know, and was letting you know how certain guys, how when they got their first fucking belt. You know what I mean? She threw fucking damn Ryan in because they ain't fought for a fucking belt yet. You know what I mean? How Shakur got his belt, how Dev got his belt, this, that, and other. And guess what? Everybody keeps shitting on goddamn Tank, putting Shakur and Dev resume and their skills and shit way above Tank's. Okay, keep that same energy. Come fight like niggas had that money. But not even peeping. Guess who had the best motherfucker, the most realest motherfucker wait till the first belt? Let's talk about that. Huh? Who the one really had a really fought for their first title? Not no vacant, not no eliminator, none of that shit. And not fighting motherfucker that ain't shit. Just happened to just be somewhere at the right time. Out of everybody that she talked about, Tank was the only fucking one, but everybody shitting on Tank and saying that they doing better than Tank. I'm saying what y'all been watching for the past 10 years, 7 years, what y'all been watching. Oh, y'all been watching it on Channel Hate. So everybody got these flat screen. They got these hater screens. You know what I mean? A lot of people's watching through hater screens. I mean, they be hating on this guy. They be hating on him, but you know, we gonna find out. But Shakur, I'm not sold on Shakur. He trying to do a whole bunch of slick shit. Now I mean, I talked to Conor a little bit about it. You know, Conor representing. He said, "Go ahead, do what you gotta do, Christ. Go eat him up." I said, "I ain't gonna eat him up, but I'm definitely gonna eat the topic the fuck up." You know what I'm saying? But the worse it gets, the more worse it gets for Shakur, then it's definitely gonna go down. Cause I could just chop him up respectfully like I am now. But that don't look good. So it look like you on that Terrence Crawford shit, trying to easy route shit. Huh? Cause we know it's gonna be difficult. And then everything else, we can't say these guys is really gonna beat him or give him a shot. Then how about we might be fucking wrong? We might be wrong. It might be one of them dudes, Shakur fuck around, stay down at 35, and he thinking it's all sweet like that. You never know. One of them dudes he might challenge, you know, cheese might put a grilled cheese on his ass. Frank might hit this nigga so hard that it knocks the goat side off. We don't know. We don't know. But see, he's already taken, you know, what's going to be left at 135 for granted. There's nothing wrong with saying that you a bad motherfucker. You're supposed to. But don't be taking it for granted at the same time, because you can say that, but don't take your opposition for granted. You understand what I'm saying? And this is where it's at with this group, so I don't really know. But I know what the fuck he need to do. He need to be getting his ass up to 140. Ain't no sense to just do staying down at 135, and then he's gonna be there too fucking long because it's gonna be hard for him to get fights, and that's gonna be making nobody don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. It's hard for him to get in fights. One boogeyman just left the motherfucking division. Now we got another boogeyman in here. First it was Dev the boogeyman. Now it's Shakur the boogeyman. This, that, and other. Now who's gonna be the boogeyman to Shakur? Like, stop the bullshit. You shouldn't want to be a damn boogeyman. You know nobody don't want no smoke. Well, yeah, go somewhere else where you can find some smoke. I'd rather be the fireman than the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to be fair to me. I don't want nobody to fear me. I want you to get in the ring with me so I can put these flames on your ass. That's what I want to be. I want to be the fireman. I want to put the flames on motherfuckers' ass. I don't want to be the boogeyman motherfucker scared, picking up stipulations and shit. Hey man, you gotta fight me under a rock, and you gotta fight me under a rock at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean and shit, and you gotta wear 20-ounce gloves and this, that, and other, and this, that, and other, and I need to wear bubblegum favorite motherfucking goddamn mouthpiece and all that type of dumbass shit. Man, get the fuck on up out of here, man. That's like seriously. Get up out of here with that nonsense, yo. But damn it, we gonna see. We definitely gonna see. We definitely gonna see because the curtains is gonna get pulled on one of the three kings. I just got a feeling, Ash and everyone else, that with this big 3-3 kings, before it's all over, one of those people are not doing the same thing. One of them three is not gonna be like what the other two is doing. Yeah, they should be doing a stilt channel, tall ass motherfucker. Go race on some stilts, fight somebody your height. You know, this, that, and other. Get the fuck up on out of here. Mike Tyson always is at a goddamn height disadvantage. You see what happened to tall motherfuckers? And Ryan Garcia, you stupid fool. I don't know how you came up when you came up at, nigga. But you's a fool. You's a true fool. And I think he's a fool for gold. I mean, I think he's willing to get his motherfucking goddamn bells rocked and shit for a nice little paycheck. Oh, then again, you know what? This would take Ryan stardom up. I mean, didn't everybody start liking Isaac Cruz and shit after he lost to a one-handed Tank? Ryan Garcia is going to get beat the fuck up by Tank. And he gonna blow the fuck up. Ain't that a bitch? But I tell you what, that's gonna be the only A-level or elite level fighter that motherfucker Ryan Garcia facing his career. Tank gonna be the only one. The only one. Cause it ain't gonna be no need for the other ones to fight him, cause he gonna get fucked up. Ash, I got you here. So our boy is talking about early retirement. Tank Davis. How you feel about that? How you feel about that, Ash? Hold on, I'm on my line. Yeah, but he's talking about early retirement, Ash. He said at the Shakur and at the Dev, he's retiring. You see what I'm saying? So that something. Yeah, Ash, he said he's thinking about early retirement. Yeah, he said this is what he said, and this is on a recent interview. I caught one with I forgot this. He's with this white guy, but he's been talking about retirement now. He said his last two fighters, Ash. Yeah, who? He said at the Shakur and Dev, he's finito. So Tank plan is to probably fight maybe another year, no more than a year and a half. So it looks like Tank Davis and probably Calvin Ford. Our boy Tank said this shit. This is coming out of Tank's mouth. Yeah. When I get off, I forgot what channel I was watching, but Tank was doing an interview with this older European guy. And he's sitting there, he got black on. He's got a black little hoodie and all that. Yeah. So he was like, you know, he ain't fighting long and shit. Yeah. It makes sense to me. So this is what I was about to say. You know what, Ash? I think Tank and Calvin Ford has been planning this way before this shit even started unfolding with motherfucking goddamn TLT Promotions. Or I think this was probably a part of their plan the whole time and they just didn't let them niggas know. Exactly. You know what I mean? He's Tank is only for a certain crowd of people. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because he don't want to be out here fronting like he's a people's person like that. Not like he's not he's a nice person, but he don't talk a lot. He don't do much. He's one of those guys that don't do much. He only do much with certain people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think this was his plan the whole time, and probably Floyd and them didn't even fucking know. Cause I mean, just look how it came about. And I know he just didn't randomly. You could tell that wasn't just randomly thought of overnight. And it's smart. And plus, he said, he got other ventures that he want to do. Tank said he wants to concentrate on helping others behind him. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, he getting back. He got his promotional company. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be a good thing for a guy his age, because he still be relatively young. You know what I mean? Older than Dad, but he still be relatively young. Exactly. And he'll be able to run his company. And hopefully he runs his company in a total opposite way. Yeah, and I like that about Tank. So that's what he gonna do. So you can tell he learned some things, and his whole thing is to make this money and get out of here with all your faculties, so you'll be able to go on and do other things in the sport without actually having to lace up and get in the ring. You see what I'm saying? And that's good. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to do that. He already, got a couple of guys in the stable that's going to be professional soon. You know what I mean? Same thing with EJ. He has a stable. These guys have, these new guys have stables. Hopefully they do the fighters. When they start to focusing on promoting, I hope that they do their fighters and us, the fans and content creators, justice. I really hope that when they lock into their promoters, that Dev, we already know EJ gonna do that shit anyway. But everybody else that's a promoter and they're gonna lock into promote, they do a better justice and a better job to the fighters and the boxing fans and content creators than what Floyd and them did. Because overall Floyd, Oscar, and a few other guys from that era, they did a horrible, fucking terrible job. But I think these guys are they're a new version of the Robin Hood. You know what I'm saying? And they want to give back. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to do that. Tank is a very smart guy now. I don't think that he would have much of a problem if he was to fight at 140. And I'm tired of people saying that, because Manny Pacquiao's the same height as Tank Davis. But I can also understand what Tank is saying by, he don't really want to go at fight at 140. He can make it happen, but do we necessarily want to have to overexhaust himself in doing it? No, that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's a great thing. So yeah, so it seemed like maybe 1, 2, Garcia. I say about 5 fights tops. Yeah, man, he got 9 losses and shit. Should have a couple more than that. Hold on, I got a phone call. Hold on, y'all. Yo, what's up? Nothing. I'm doing my little podcast, you know what I mean? Before I get out of work and shit. What you doing? Huh? I'm talking to my son. Hold on, y'all. Right. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, go ahead. It's my little son, y'all. I'm talking to him. Yeah. I'm look. Right. Yeah. Talking about Fortnite. Mm-hmm. Hurry up, cause I'm on my live. Y'all slowing my shit up. I said, hurry up, y'all slowing my live up. I'm on the live. All right, cool. How you guys doing? Good morning. Yeah, they was talking about Fortnite and everything, my lord, man. He always, we all got children. As you got a daughter. I'm probably sure she did this when she was my son's age. They like 10, 11 years old, and they get to know how to use your card and buy and shit. Basically, that's what's going on with my lord, man. This dude just do whatever, So they was just telling me something about that. But yeah, my whole thing is what I was saying. That is it's great for Shakur. I mean, for Tank to do that. Um, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, Ash, the gentleman that I seen the interview with Tank, um, he was asking because he's asked Tank about the sparring session, but he also said, he asked Tank what's his potential far as how far his power could take him. Yeah, I got man. His mom got to get him his own little joint, man. We're about to get him his own little bank card, and we gonna man. His mom both. We gonna put a certain. I'm gonna give a certain amount of money. She gonna give him a certain amount of money. He wouldn't do that shit. He don't get his re up until the following month, man. We ain't got no time to keep on playing around with this dude. This dude is expensive, man. Shit. I'm glad the older two can take care of themselves. I'd really be in trouble. Ghost, what's up, nephew? Yeah, yeah, Ash. But what I was saying, so this is a great thing. I like the fact that Take is taking that that business approach because it's good to to get out the sport with your faculties and everything, and then he's really willing to go along and help other fighters and help other people. I think that's going to be great, and I really think that him, EJ, Dev, and just don't be mainly right now because they the ones I know who have their own company. They really doing their thing. Yeah, y'all, they ain't gotta hit it as you know what I mean. They can hit it don't they can hit the dislike it far as I fucking care, but y'all know how it is. I think that's really great, and I think they will be better promoters than Oscar and Floyd. I really think they'd be better promoters. They know what it really means, and they respect the crowd. They understand what's going on. So I think that is a pretty good thing, but I think that's still smart by Tank Davis putting his career together and saying, I'm in my career going to fight the guys that matter. So y'all gotta peep what he's saying because basically what Tank is doing since his release from Mayweather, and people still giving him a hard time before I shut this out, right? They keep saying he ain't fought nobody, We know he fought some fucking body, but this is his whole thing. Peep what he doing. Garcia he's a hell of an opponent. Even though I think he would beat Hector, but he's a very, very good opponent. Ryan Garcia finally get to call this shit on him. And then after that, Dev and Shakur. Really, people, there's nothing else Tank Davis needs to do. Tank Davis don't owe us shit. He don't owe me nothing now because I know he's with the shit. But Tank Davis gonna show y'all. Y'all saying I want to fight these dudes, well, I'm gonna go out on a bang. And after he fight these two dudes, he don't need to fight nobody else. Cause deep down inside, that's the only fights that really matter. Deep down inside, you need to say that. You need to say hold on, bro, I'm alive. You deep down inside, y'all know that that's the only thing that you need to see any of these guys do. Because the whole thing is that they keep on thinking that he ain't fought nobody. So his whole thing is, all right, I'm gonna give y'all just what y'all want. I'm gonna leave out with a bang. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go out with a bang, and I'm gonna fight the two guys that y'all think I wouldn't fight. And after that, win, lose, or fucking draw, whatever it's gonna be, I'm done. You don't need to fight nobody else. You don't need to stay in boxing and satisfy you or satisfy me and try to pick out another fighter for this man to fight. When the whole time, the only thing that matters and what really mattered to most of y'all, that he wasn't fighting nobody unless he fights the other two young kings. And that's how I'm standing on it. As far as that concerned, since that shit goes for Tank, then that shit goes for Shakur, and that shit goes for Devin Haney. Now, how many more of these motherfucking fighters would you like for me to put up on this motherfucking meat rack? You motherfucking meat-hugging motherfuckers. That's what it is, people. That's what it is. He said at the Tank, he said at the Shakur, and at the Dev, I'm done. I ain't got to do nada. Let's contribute to the sport. And I think he'd be a hell of a promoter. He won't be like, P. Diddy. Know what I mean? Or that he won't want to be up in everything. No, he gonna fall back. What's up? He gonna fall back and he gonna let his fighters do what he do. And he gonna make sure that whatever these guys' plans are in the sport of boxing, they're gonna set a path for them to go that passageway, take that passageway, and have a nice career. You know what I mean? But look, y'all, this is the ending of this morning coffee and donuts for grown-ups, milk and cookies for you rookies. Not right now, but I really appreciate y'all coming through and checking out the live. Hope y'all enjoyed the content. Hopefully everything that I explained and talk about is something that you guys can all take in and do something with it. Or even if it, you're not a content creator, even if this answers something for you, because a lot of times I want my content to answer whatever question that you have in your mind. Even if you don't come out and ask me the question. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't got to ask the question for your answer to get answered. You just have to, for your question to get answered, you just got to sit back and see and let the content creator, let it twerk, baby, let it twerk. Southern T, now I got to stick around for a few more minutes. We got the man of the hour, Mr. Motivator, Mr. TSN, and I'm glad to be his co-host. Yo, T, I was over here cooking. Now I'm at the I'm gonna ride all the way out the door with this, T, but hopefully you catch the playback. It's been a good conversation, T. Basically, I know you heard about what happened with our boy Tank. He talking about early retirement, and after he fights Shakur and Dev, that's going to be the last two fights that he had, and he's out of here. I broke down Ryan Garcia. When you go on today, everything that you missed on the live, T, I know when I'm gonna come on, I'm gonna spit some of this back for you. So that don't matter. But I got at Ryan Garcia about this motherfucking matchup. Shakur Stevenson, what he needs to do, and actually what this motherfucker is trying to do at 135, and he's trying to do some more lightweight shit that I ain't really feeling. Now I mean, but we'll talk about that later, because really right now, Shakur Stevenson, we really need to talk about him too, because you about to do a quick live now, Ash? You gonna do it now? Hey, listen, y'all. Listen. Okay, cool. All right, Ashley is about to do a live. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna talk for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna close down, because I just like to come on, and I like to. She gonna do it at 9 o'clock. All right, so 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 to 8 Central Time, and y'all know how it is Pacific Time. Ashley's gonna do a cook. I got an hour and a half. I'll be home by then, so I'll be home for work to catch that real good cook. But yeah, T, just talking about Ryan Garcia's fighting another C-level fighter that's not going to prove nothing, but what has been proven this whole time, he's really not that good, and it does nothing to prep him for Tank Davis. There's nothing he's going to be able to do in any regimen, a training regimen, to get him prepared for Tank Davis. I understand everybody see his gifts and everything, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a different ball game once he get in the ring that night. It's going to be different. He's never been in a position like that, never even faced the guy on that level. So it's going to be different. I wouldn't bet my money on him. I wouldn't bet my money on him. I want the money. I think I'm a clean house on this guy. I think I clean house on him. So I just want those guys to put that in escrow. How you doing, bro? Good. He's going to kill this guy. He's going to kill him. But other than that, that's it. Pretty much. But Shakur, we got to talk about Shakur, T. Hopefully you can help me figure this out, T. Because for real, it seems like what Shakur is trying to do, T, it don't look good, bro. It don't look good for a guy of his level. To be the level fighter that he is, it don't look good, bro. It don't look good. Check it out, T. Dev is going to fight longer. Then Dev is supposedly going to move to 40. All right? After Dev is done with Loma, there's no need for Shakur to fight Loma. Just like there's no need for Shakur to fight Kambosos. I don't even think Kambosos is coming back. But the point that I'm making, T, is that now, when Dev is gone, we already know his guys that's not going to fight him. That's not going to fight Shakur. Then we know it's going to be guys that might be booked or whatever. Shakur is going to have a hard time at 135, which if people really want to see Shakur and Dev, then Shakur has to catch up. Shakur is behind people, he's behind. So Shakur Stevenson needs a pit stop at 135 and he needs to go to 140. Simple and plain. He get one big pay, get a nice little workout at 135. Nigga, you elite. You don't need too much time. You missed a bad MFer, right? He missed a bad MFer, so he might have to just do that, take one fight at that weight class. Because really, when you really look at it, who is it for him to fight? We already know that a lot of these guys are already tied up, and most likely they'll be tied up again. And I think, you know, his plan is, if he's trying to stay down there and become undisputed, then he's weight draining himself all over again. Shakur Stevenson, I like him a whole lot, but he's been weight draining his whole career. You know what I mean? Because he spent too much time at 126, and that's what starts this shit with this guy. That's what started it, and that's why he's behind. Him and Dev should be going into 40 together. Actually, I think he should have been at 40 maybe a little before Devin, because he was blowing up faster than Devin. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it looked good, but what's going to be left for Shakur? It's going to be hard for Shakur to really do something that's really not going to be worth anybody's time. You know what I mean? Because if he start the undisputed shit at 135, we don't know how long it's going to take for them to get that together. You see what I'm saying? We don't know. You know what I mean? And I think he might just need to take one fight. That's take a payday fight. Go to 140, nigga. There's a whole bunch of heat up there. Because Shakur wants to deal with, he like getting in the ring with guys that he's bigger than. Let's be honest, he do. I don't want to see that. You see what I'm saying? We understand that Dev is a tall, big guy. But he's finally going up to where some guys his size. He's finally doing it, and he's doing that because his body can't do that no more. Then he's done everything that he needed to do at 135, so he owes nobody nothing. So we want to see a Shakur and Dev fight. Shakur need to get up to where Dev is at, and Shakur need to take his ass to 140, only take 1 or 2 fights at 135. You see what I'm saying? And get up there at 140, and let's get that shit cracking there. Yeah, but that was a lot, Cassandra, because they can't do that. You know what I mean? Because Pamper Bob still got a green light. So Pamper Bob ain't gonna let that happen. They already know. You know what I mean? So they gotta wait until after the normal fight, because if that was the case, they could have been did that. You know what I mean? But you know, dealing with Bob, you know, stick to your shit with Bob. And that's what it's going to be. You know what I mean? So we definitely know that's not going to happen. So, and Bill knew that too. Bill knows that shit. All right, cool, T. So you can cook on it furthermore. So, and that's my whole thing. So, like, it's a whole lot to look at. Like, okay, Shakur at 135, but Shakur got a whole lot not going on. Got a whole lot to try to figure out for 35. Because now we really got to figure out, what is his point being at 35? Exactly. Top Rank controls that Devin and Shakur fight. So it ain't in Bill can talk all that shit he want, man. Bill ain't running shit. You know what I mean? So that's up to Pamper Bob. And we already know what Pamper Bob is going at. Pamper Bob gonna get that Noma check. He gonna get that Noma Dev check. You know what I mean? And then and then Bill said that too. You see what I'm saying? So therefore we, you know, the Dev and Shakur shit, you know, Shakur gotta go up to 140. I mean, he gotta hurry up and go up. He don't need to be trying to be down at 135, trying to get 4 or 5 fights. You keep growing, dude, and then you behind. Then it look like you trying to take a lighter road, bro. I'm keeping it real. I'm not gonna front. It look like you trying to take a lighter road. Look like you ain't trying to rush. You trying to let Dev go into 140 and you sit back at 35. You gonna be sitting back at 35 like this and shit. Is it safe to go to 40? Let me see what Dev doing up there. Now I mean, now Dev go to 140. He watching Dev at 40, and Dev, you know, moving around kind of nice. He gonna be like, Dev ain't really going through anything up there. I think it's safe. This is what I gotta say about it. No, they're not gonna miss each other. They don't have to miss each other, Cassandra. That's why I said what I said. That Shakur Stevenson needs to just go ahead and move up. See, the only way they're gonna keep missing each other if Shakur Stevenson still continues to try to, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. He just needs to take one fight at 135. Just get a workout and go to 140. Fighters have done it, no matter if they plan to do it that way or not. It has been done, and he's in that situation because right now, 35 really does nothing for you, Shakur. And the reason why 135 does nothing for Shakur is because of the fact that Devin Haney is not there, and also that the fact that what's left at 35, Devin Haney didn't touch. That's cool too, but guess what? They no longer are part of that fucking story. See, what people need to understand with Dev taking Shakur, especially Shakur and Dev, they really supposed to be on the same exact shit, just about. You know what I mean? But like I said, you know, Shakur took more time, you know, at a weight class that he should have been got out of. You know what I mean? And Dev is moving up. You see what I'm saying? And Shakur trying to take no shortcuts and step back, take another fight and this, that, and up. No, go ahead and move up. So it's on Shakur, people. If Shakur and Devin Haney never fight or don't fight until they damn near 30 in their 30s, that's Shakur Stevenson's fault, not Devin Haney. That's why everybody got to talk about Shakur. Shakur don't need a whole bunch of fights at 35, man. One, maybe two. And then they gonna be hard to get. Shit, they fuck around and try to kick him out of 35 before he can get started. And I would rather see that. Get your ass in 40, Holmes. Get your ass in 140. Because right now, with like I said, when Dev leaving, everybody else at 135 is no longer y'all story. You see what I'm saying? So Frank Martin, the Ghost, and all those dudes, they no longer any good for you. See, those guys is only good for Shakur as long as they was good or relevant for Dev. Because we all know that these guys is really supposed to be in the same weight class. Simple and plain. We already know those guys can move up in weight. Tank not gonna move up in weight. For whatever reason. I mean, but we know this. So it's now it's like, okay, you sit there and now you want to sit in the weight class where you got a lot of advantages. You understand? He got one up or two up on somebody. I don't like that. You're a true champion. You Mr. Badass. You're a bad motherfucker. You don't move like that. You don't move like that. That's why when he was talking that Cambosis shit, I can't give no respect to Cambosis, bro. Smaller. Just came off with two big losses. Two big losses back to back. That is only a couple months old. Then you talk about Loma, and then Dev ain't even fight him yet. Y'all don't think that's wishy-washy type of suspect ass movement? But some of y'all didn't call it out because it's Shakur Stevenson. I don't give a fuck if it's Shakur. That gives me more of a reason to call out because Shakur shouldn't be moving like that. Shakur shouldn't be moving that way, people. So I think a lot of y'all, when y'all was talking this weight bully crap, y'all was pointing at the wrong people. Yeah, y'all been saying that about EJ, a few other guys, but don't behold, Shakur Stevenson weight bullying like a motherfucker. Weight bullying like a motherfucker, making shit a little easier. Get with the heat right now. The heat for Shakur ain't really at 35, it's at 40. Some good matches, but it's only going to be good for those guys. Not good for Shakur. It would be good for those guys if Shakur fight them dudes. It'll be good for them. It ain't going to be good for Shakur. Not at all. Now, I mean, the only way they keep missing each other is Shakur don't fucking get it together. It ain't their fault. I'm gonna say this, Cassandra. They ain't gonna keep missing each other. Shakur just gonna keep on stalling. Shakur Stevenson, one of the three kings, ladies and gentlemen, has a situation going on. And it really don't look too good. So you really have to pay attention to him. Because right now, the focus should be on him. He just got the 35 and he ain't got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. What he's going to do, who he's going to fight. Ask you, what is your purpose here? What is your purpose here? What is your purpose? What are you going to try to wait out until they rumble? And like, Tank said he want to fight both of these dudes. But shit, we don't know when that's going to happen because this dude he fooling around. That don't look good. It don't look good for Shakur Stevenson after Devin Haney goes up to 140 and Shakur ain't got nobody to fight. He ain't got nobody to fight and everybody else is busy. Yeah, Cassandra, but the thing is he needs to go ahead and move up and wait. He don't need to try to sit there at this weight class for long. That's why he's behind right now. Yeah, it's intentional. Thank you, Ash. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, Ash. Hold it, Ash. I'm about to close this live because I don't want to keep running into shit. Ash, save the rest of that for your cook. T got to cook too. I know y'all gonna go in on it. I know y'all gonna go in. Listen, y'all, I'm going to bow out because it's time for me to get up out of here. So I just wanted to hurry up and burn my time like I normally do, so I can get home and get ready for the continual cook from the fam. So listen, this is your boy, Mr. PSA, Crush the Legend, aka Mr. Philosopher, aka get the fuck up on out of here with that bullshit, aka I will Yoda your ass, aka no one is fucking with T-Dub-T, aka get up on out of here, have a good day. This live has been brought to you and sponsored by the winning team, T-Dub-T. Make sure you go to the website and check us out at t-dub-t.com. Check out the fam, check out the website. Come on, join the movement, man. We got a lot going on. We want to have a lot more things going on and see what's going on. See how we come about doing what we doing. And people, we got so much to do. We got so much to do, and everyone in the family, everybody's getting even sharper, even if they're already sharp. I'm starting to catch up with these guys as far as, putting content out and stuff like that, because I got at least, I'm going to try to work up at least to 2 a day. So I'm glad I'm starting to do one early in the morning. Y'all getting familiar with it, and y'all see me, so I'm going to try to work up 2. But this is what's going on. So we in for a hell of a Hump Day Wednesday. Hopefully you spend your day with T-Dub-T and help you get over your Hump Day Wednesday blues. So with that being said, man, once upon a time, not long ago, it was a kid who stepped on the scene and fucked up the whole show, and that be me. Crush the Legend, aka Mr. PSA. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you beautiful people, either over at Ashley's Corner or on TSPN or even at G5 or anywhere in the T-Dub-T city. Matter of fact, everybody just move on to our city. It's the best city to be in. With that being said, I'm out and I see y'all in a few months.